Om Shri Sai Ram. I offer my humble pranams at the lotus feet of my beloved Lord. In life, we often face situations which makes us depressed and leave us void of hope. And in these times of gloom and despair, what we need is desperately something or somebody who can heave us out of this quagmire. Well, what more can it be than motivation itself, which has the power to reignite our passion and give us required inspiration. Speaking to us more on this topic, motivation, today we have in the first year undergraduate, the one and only famous Arun Sai.
Om Shri Sai Ram, offering my humble pranams at the Almighty's lotus feet. Today, I am here to speak a few words on motivation. The lexical meaning of motivation is getting inspired by somebody or something in order to perform a task. But in my perspective, motivation is something different. Motivation is the guidance given by the Almighty in the guise of that somebody or something, helping us in advancing on the path of realization, which was destined at His own divine lotus feet. In my perspective, there are two types of motivation. One, internal motivation, and the other is external motivation. Let me tell you a story about internal motivation. James was an ardent football player. He was a great football fan too. He was so enthusiastic to represent his school team in the forthcoming inter-school competitions. So, after his regular school classes, he would attend football coaching, to which his father used to accompany him to the field, and his father would sit in a corner of the field while he was practicing rigorously. Soon, the inter-school competitions approached, but this boy was confined to the bleachers or the reserve bench. His team cleared the league, quarters, semis, and reached the finals. On the final day, James went to his coach and asked, "Coach, please give me a chance. You confined me to the bleachers all the time. Now let me play this game and give me a chance to expose my talent." The coach said, "My dear son, I cannot do that at the 11th hour. The game is going to start in 1 hour. The boy pleaded. He begged for a place in the team. At last, the coach relented and said, "Okay, my dear son, you are in the team. But please remember one thing. The prestige of our school now lies on my shoulders. Please don't put that down." You know what happened? The boy was like a ball on fire that day. He drove every ball that he would get straight into the goal post. His team won with a record number of goals in that division. The coach congratulated the boy. He appreciated his efforts and asked him, "My dear son, I have never seen you playing with such enthusiasm and zeal in the practice matches. What happened to you today?" James replied, "Coach, for the first time my father is watching me." Coach gave a glance at the place where his father usually sat. His father was not there. Then he asked James, "But my dear son, your father isn't here. How come he is watching you?" James replied, "Sorry coach, I forgot to tell you something. My father was blind. He wanted me to become a great football player, which he couldn't become one in spite of his strong will and determination. Yesterday he passed away. And for the first time ever, he is watching me from the holy heavens in action." No one counseled that boy. It's the inner spark in him that helped him to realize his potential, skill, talent in the game, so that he could fare well the rest of his career. This is internal motivation. Now let me tell you a story for external motivation too. Benny was a boy who hailed from Chennai. His father was an engineer by the name Vijay. He left his son to his liberty because he was always busy with his work. One fateful night, a policeman knocked the door of Vijay's house. Vijay opened the door. The policeman asked, "Is Benny your son?" Vijay replied, "Yes, what's wrong?" Then the policeman took him to a hospital where, to his utter shock, he found his own son lying there on the bed in the ICU. The doctor reported that while he was going to watch a play in a nearby auditorium, he was hit by a lorry and some kind people admitted him in the hospital. When he was in coma for 3 long months, after which, with the divine grace, when he was able to regain his senses, the doctors made a check upon him and said that he would never walk again in his life. Benny was depressed, crushed literally. He was his school swimming champion. He was a good stage actor too. He wanted to represent India in Summer Olympics on the event of swimming. All his dreams were shattered. But then came a ray of hope. His father Vijay. Vijay never ceased to feed Benny with a drink of motivation. He constantly motivated him, narrating stories of many great people who were once depressed. Once he narrated the story of a Summer Olympic champion who once faced the same situation that Benny was present at that time. Then Benny was inspired. Benny was motivated. The next day, he asked his father to take him to the swimming pool. His father was awestruck, dumbstruck. But still, he couldn't deny the only thought of his only son. So he took him to the swimming pool. Benny dived into the swimming pool and tried to swim with only one leg. It's very tough to swim with only one leg. Literally impossible. He sank to the bottom many times, but never gave up his determination. Slowly, steadily, he was able to gain control over his legs. The doctor said one of his legs was completely paralyzed and the other leg was helping him to a very little extent. But still, through his constant practice and effort, he was able to regain control over his legs. The paralyzed leg, as the doctors explained, started responding to his stimulus. One fine day, when he gained complete control over his both legs, he went to his father and said, "Father, today I took a new birth and I am going in search of a place where my talent would be appreciated." And it would be hard to believe if I say that it's the same Benny who is none other than one of the most talented actors in Tamil film industry, Vikram. But here the case is different, which is from the first example. Here, it was his father who helped in igniting the spark so that he could recognize his talent and potential, so that he could fare well the rest of his life. My dear brothers, please remember, how we receive motivation also depends upon our perspective and our approach. If someone says, "Edison invented bulb, but he failed 1,000 times," some demotivated people say, "The path that Edison took to the invention of bulb was too long. If I would be in the guise of him, I would have given up that experiment and start something new." But some motivated ones say, Edison, after traveling a long distance, at last reached the peak of invention of bulb, which gave light in the world of darkness. So brothers, let's keep on moving with a positive perspective, so one fine day we'll reach our goal, the self-realization. Brothers, there are many motivators around the world. It's not their speeches, but their life stories are enough to motivate you. Take example of Sachin Tendulkar, who couldn't pass his 10th examination, but passed the examination of career with the highest percentage that a cricketer could ever achieve. Take the example of Thomas Alva Edison, a great scientist who did n number of inventions. You know what happened to him? Once his lab was burned to ashes in a fire accident. All were grieving over Edison's fate. There were no insurances investments that time. In spite of their grievances, Edison said, "This disaster is of a great importance to me. All my mistakes are burnt up. I can start everything fresh." And in spite of the disaster, within 1 week, he invented phonograph. Such is his willpower and determination. That's why Swami Vivekananda would always exclaim, "All the power is within you. You can do everything and anything if you have that strong will and determination." You know who is the best motivator in the world? It's Bhagwan himself. Because it's not actually the person or the situation that is motivating you. It's actually Bhagwan who is impersonating the person who is going to motivate you, or he is the person who is going to create the situation that motivates you so that you can travel from the path of self-realization. my dear brothers, please remember one thing. Motivation is not something that someone spoon feeds us. Motivation is nothing but realization of the infinite inner potential, infinite power of Almighty present in us. My dear brothers, hope that very soon we are going to realize our inner potential and may Bhagavan keep on motivating us so that we can advance on the path of self-realization, and one fine day we can realize that we are embodiments of the Almighty. We are embodiments of the omnipresent and the omniscient and the omnipotent. We are the embodiments of the God, and we are the embodiments of love. As Bhagavan will always assist us. With these words, I would like to put a full stop to my talk. Thank you. Jai Sai Ram.